why you must speak up. We have a lot of problems in this country, and people complain. People go online and they post. Um, but the two ways of making real change, one is learning the laws. Another way is writing and petitioning to the mayor of your city, the governor of your state, your congress member, and the president. This is very important. Silence equals no representation. Um, you may have seen on the news on the past as a few years since Donald Trump has been president, and you have people protesting in the streets. They're protesting against immigration. They're protesting no kings, and it's a big waste of time. And a lot of that is controlled by different organizations and democratic parties and politicians, but they will never get real change. How you get real change? Well, first, if you're going to protest, you have to protest in the right locations. You don't protest down the street. You protest in places that's really going to affect commerce. This does not mean blocking off a highway. But the biggest thing you would do, say, let's say if you're in the city and you feel like the mayor is not listening to the people, you don't walk down the street. You protest in that mayor's neighborhood at 2 o'clock in the morning where their neighbors can't sleep. And then their neighbors will get on the mayor, like, what's going on? You have a higher chance of getting arrested from doing that. But that's just a thing if you're going to protest. The other way, you must contact your elected officials and let them know your concerns. Just being quiet when it comes to talking to your elected officials equals no representations. The politicians won't care how you feel because they believe you'll vote for them anywhere, or you won't vote at all. Keeping them in power. We must demand accountability, but not just going outside yelling. This is just a little breakdown on what issue or who you should contact. If you have a local services issue, such as police activity in your neighborhood, bad roads, that's something that you would talk to your mayor and city council. When it comes to like a state budget or where the money's going, infrastructure, public safety, education, that would go to your governor of your state. If it's a national law such as immigration, federal spending, that's your congressman or your senator. And then the biggest one is national priorities, federal agencies, executive accidents, that's the president. When it comes to crime, though, you can actually talk to all these branches. I would say with crime, I would say start with your mayors and your governor. That's your best way of getting better crime. If you're trying to do something such as change the educational system as a whole, that would be like your governor. Change criminal laws of how criminals are punishment, like the death penalty and stuff like that, which I think needs to be brought back and be more harshly pushed. That would be governor, congressman, and the president. I guess the mayor too, but more so it needs a little bit more strong push. Just a couple issues we do need to speak up. These are things that affect your life that you people. If we can get a large group enough of people, it can really make change, but not just walking down the street. Our tax dollars are not being used properly. Our immigration system is horrible. People are cheating in the immigration system, which is done on purpose, one for the immigrant, but one also to exploit the immigrant. And we have a serious crime problem. Our politicians have pushed things that have made people think it's okay to disrespect police. Also lawlessness, because nothing is happening when laws are broken. It is like it's being done on purpose, and I truthfully think that it is. Education is a big thing, not only for K through 12, but also in college. Many things are brought up of how the students act and how the students are doing, but when it comes to college, the professors, actually what they're teaching needs to be looked at harshly, because people are graduating with college degrees and can't get a job. Then that degree needs to go away. Okay. When it comes to crime, people that commit a crime such as murder should be very sleepless, because they should know that their life, it will be cut short fairly quickly. But in this country, we keep murderers alive, so that's why murder is so prevalent. People are quick to shoot someone, try to take somebody out, because all they think they're going to do is just go to jail, we'll put in a cell, and they just don't they don't care. Okay. We also have the issue with housing affordability. Something that President Trump did pass is to keep corporations for buying single family homes, but that bill, I need to look at a little bit more thorough to see what's really in it. Another thing is, don't just go by what the headline says for something that was passed. You need to look deeper, because there's always pork in a bill. There's always a way that a politician is making money off a deal, or their friends. The biggest thing is, you have to speak up for issues that are affecting your community. I already talked about this. We need transparency of tax dollars. We need a clear audit for where all the tax dollars are going. This would be a very, very hard thing. We would need basically 75% of the countries of the citizens behind this in order to get this pushed, because we know the tax dollars are being wasted, and some is just going to other people's pocket. They're living rich and wealthy off of fraud and kickbacks, and the citizens do nothing. Immigration. You see on TV people kicking ICE agents and protesting and doing all that, but they won't go after the politicians who control the immigration laws. And then you see the politicians that are on TV talking about, yes, we're going to push for immigration reform, but they have never presented a bill. They have nothing for you to read. This is my proposal. That's in writing for it. No, they're just talking. They will never do this. I spoke on this on some of my other videos, but this is something that you must have to push and actually see. Even if the bill fails, we must contact our governors, mayors, senators for immigration reform. Some things that are in play are actually good things that make it for the better, but we need more done. It doesn't matter which side of the argument you're on when it comes to immigration. It needs change. Safety. Crime is a problem because people are getting away with it, and when people can get away with it, they're just going to keep doing it. And if they do it long enough, it's going to become their daily job. People stealing fire hydrants in Los Angeles and selling the metal is common. And the police don't do anything. The governor doesn't do anything about it. When it's very simple, all you have to do is find the closest metal yard and that are selling metal and just close them down. Honestly, I think the government should just take that over in cities, not federal. That's something that could be a state thing. You want to sell metal, you got to bring it to the city. All metal, broken down metal, has to be brought into the city. You get caught buying metal or selling metal and you're not working for the city, you're done. You're going to get fined. Actually, not even go to jail. We're just going to fine you. We're going to take your assets. That would be a proposal that I would push. Actually, I will send something to the mayor about it. I'll put it together and I will send that something. Basically simple. Let me just go back to the suggestion, something that just popped in my head. Two things. You got people that's stealing catalytic converters. They're stealing metal. That's the reason why your light poles don't work. The city should come in and open up their own scrap metal shops controlled and run by the city. Since it's such a problem, you cannot have a public independent scrap metal place in the city of LA due to all the thefts, because The scrap metal yards are behind it. Don't let me catch you. That goes with cars as too. The city's taking over it all. Mayor will get pushed back, but people will understand because that's where it's going. That's where the catalytic converters are going. That's where the copper thieves are going. People will say, well, they'll go to something else, but good, at least the street lights will go on. I'm really going to write that up. I'll send that to Mayor Bass. And it also goes with other things too, having police around for people, the kids that are running around doing these teen takeovers and stuff. We just need to that's something that's easy to solve. Whenever they get crazy like that, just unleash tear gas. They'll run like crazy. Have the paramedics standing by. That'll stop the kids from doing it. Just a tear gas bath. That'll prevent them, because they got to go home and their parents. What happened to you? I got tear gas. Why? Because I was out there acting a fool. Just things like that. That's stuff that needs to push, because we need stronger communities. Because it's getting even worse of the worst. It's already been bad, but now you have the bad pushing more bad. People often complain about the education system, but this is something that you need to push to your mayor, your governor, and everything all the time. And part of the student training should be job training as well. I believe at the age of 15, job training needs to happen for all students. It needs to be a class that's called job training, where it teaches people how to work jobs in the high schools. These are the major problems that are plaguing most cities in the United States: affordable housing, road and repair and maintenance, clean water systems, public transportation, and the cities are just falling apart. City modernization. I wouldn't say like the high-speed rail and all the latest things out, but they just need to be an upgrade. And that's something that you can push to your mayor or your governor of your state is, we need to clean up the city. It's just usually places that are controlled and ran by the city are the most horrible rundown places around. But it's an easy way to get that cleaned up. Okay, make sure your message counts. So basically, when you're writing your local officials, state representatives, congressmen, you must be clear and respectful in tone. And this is something that even AI can help you with. One of the beauties of AI can help you with that. So you want to state what your issue is, why it matters to your community, offer a concrete concern. You want to tell the what, when, how, where, easy to the official, and keep sending it to them all the time.
You can snap your receipts.
Of course, I get a commercial.
Automatically sort transactions with a.
But yeah, you want to make sure that it is like at a third grade level to where the representative knows exactly what you're stating and what you want done, and keep pushing it. And I know you may think, well, just me writing doesn't do nothing, but you write it, and we have YouTube channels too as well. We have people that know people that know people on your Facebook. Post it to your Facebook of the letter that you write, and tell people to write this into your public official, and keep sending. And you can email it now too, so you don't even need letter, you don't need mail. So if the mayor's got 200 emails, 300, 400 emails a day, of what the issue is and how to solve it, will create something like that, and I'll post it to my Facebook and ask people to send this in, because that's the only way to do real change, and we need real change. I know a lot of people say you would run for public official yourself, but you need money to do that, serious money. That's what gets a lot of politicians in trouble, is because you need serious money. But with social media and still stuff that we have, this would be one way. So I'm just going to shorten this up. Basically what I'm saying on this: if you have a problem within your community or something that you want to see change, type up a good electronic letter in Microsoft Word, and have it in email as well. Send it to your public official. Send it to your mayor, governor, congressman. Send it to the White House, but send it a lot. And then post it to Facebook and ask a lot of people to send it to your representative as well. I will actually do this on my Facebook as well and see how many people can do this. Thank you.